What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? What's up, my TTG fam? What's up, gang? Let's see. Who do we got here with me tonight? Who's joining me tonight? Who's joining me tonight as Tesla makes new all-time highs? As Apple makes new all-time highs? As Amazon makes new all-time highs? As the SPY makes new all-time highs? Sharon, Sean, Young Heel, what's up? COVID Steve joining us from Twitch. Mary John, Chef Daddy, Omar, Charles Memphis, Nautical, yo, Frank Sbarra, what's up? Brian B, R. Hirsch, never misses a stream. Ian French, David, Nick Lowry. Nick, I love when you join the streams because I love saying your name more than I think anybody else. Robert Herzog in the house, what's up? Tony Williams, my man. Mr. Roser. Kenneth Dixon, Naomi Jones, Ian French, Justin Fox, what's up, guys? Devil's Magic, Martin, yes. Mary Ellis, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Nice. Donald Shoup is back. What's up, Donald? Sonny Parker. Nice, Kenneth. Nice, Kenneth. You and I with similar trade ideas. Nice. D. Noret from Twitch joining us. Juan from Portland. What kind of hat do I have? It's a Travis Matthew hat. Travis Matthew. Renzo Lopez, what's up, man? Das Snail. Lenny, don't worry about it. Lenny says, I'm a newbie. I need some help. Lenny, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. Cool Bam from Twitch. What's up, Cool Bam? Willard. Oh, Dollar Bill. What's up, man? What's up? Nice. Richard Chun joining us from the West Coast. Antonio from Kansas City. What's up? Nice, Yadira. Yadira, first time here. Very nice. Welcome. Very nice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, well, listen, thank you all for joining me tonight on this live stream. We're going to talk about some pretty cool stuff here tonight because we've got some things to discuss, okay? Because we've got a new swing trade that I put on here today on the UVXY that I'm going to talk to you guys about. We're going to go over that. All right. Was able to take a piece of that position off the table already. 22% gain on the piece of that position. And then I'm going to be talking to you guys. Yep, UVXY, you know it. Exactly, Glenny, exactly. UVXY. UVXY. So we're going to be talking about UVXY, my UVXY trade. We're going to discuss that. Had a really slow. Yeah, it was a very, very, very slow day today in the morning. Honestly, if you were not trading Tesla, Amazon, or Apple, I mean, the markets were crickets. Typical, like towards end of summer trading. I mean, it was it was crickets in the morning, but then we had some action later in the day. There were a couple of moves. AUVI gave you a decent move. WKHS gave you a decent move. So there were a couple of moves in there and some individual names that we can discuss. But I want to talk to you guys really about Tesla. Just an incredible move after the stock split today. Tesla and Apple both completed their split. Both of those stocks completed their splits today. What is your trading style, guy? Mom, I'm a traditional day trader. I also do swing trade. I'm not a scalper. My trades last several minutes to several hours long. Okay, I'm not a scalper. I'm not in and out within seconds. If I'm in and out within like 10 minutes, that's a fast trade for me. That's a very fast trade. Most of my trades last several minutes to several hours long, and I also do swing trade. I put on a swing trade today. I'm going to talk to you guys about that, and then we will talk about everything else going on in the markets with the all-time highs in a lot of these individual stocks, like obviously Tesla, Apple, and those. Okay? So that's what we're going to be going over, guys. I'm going to recap my trading here from today, and then I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to talk to you about how to build a watch list. I'm going to go over with you the criteria that I use building my watch list. Because a lot of people always ask me, well, Mike, like, how do you know where to focus your attention during the day? And how did you know, to focus on, how did you know to focus on UBXY when I pulled the trigger later in the day? And it's because I've been looking at UBXY, and I've noticed something in that particular ETF for the last 2 days. And I talked about it on my live stream last night. I talked about what I was seeing in UBXY. Yes, Zoom reported earnings. Zoom reported earnings today after the bell. Had a big pop right off the earnings print. Okay, so we're gonna be discussing all of that stuff, guys, here tonight. Okay, I'm gonna recap my UBXY trade. I'm gonna tell you what I expect because I'm still in 75% of that position size. So we're gonna go over that, and then what swing trade? Yep, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about the swing trade, guys. Okay, I've got options in UVXY. I will explain to you my entire breakdown. Okay. Nice. Lone Wolf, my man. Hell yeah. Lone Wolf says 70K month, not bad for a slow month. Thanks for all the guidance, Mike. Hell yeah, Lone Wolf. Congrats, man. That's a hell of a month. That's a hell of a month. Nice job. That's okay, Johnny. Listen, I mean, profit's profit. Even if it was small profit, profit is profit. I'm still in it. I'm still in it. All right, I'm still in it. So we'll see what happens. But I did take 25% of my position off the table for a 22% gain. I'm going to cover that, guys, and then we're going to talk about how to build a watch list. Okay? I'm going to talk about how to build a watch list. I've gotten a lot of messages from people lately that have asked me about, building a watch list and how do I always, why does it seem like I'm always in, like the hot stocks from the day, or how do I find them? So I'm going to talk to you about how to build that watch list and what I go through step by step to create that watch list and how I determine what are the stocks I want to focus on during the day. Okay? Before I get things started, before I kick things off, how many of you that are watching this live stream right now, how many of you are TTG3 trial members? Type in chat the number 3. If you are currently a TTG3 trial member, type the number 3 in chat right now. I want to just see how many TTG3 trial members that we have on the stream with us here tonight. Bo goes, I build my watch list by going to TTG and I hit copy and paste. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff, Bo. Yes, Alim, this is TC2000. Nice. Reynard, May, LQ, Omar, Mr. Rosser, Kaleem, Sarah, Paulette. All right, good. So we have a handful. We got a handful. Oh, Mr. Rosser, your membership expires in a day, man. You got to sign up. You got to sign up, Mr. Rosser, man. You got to sign up. Yeah, guys. So Mr. Rosser is on the TC3 trial membership. Nice. Godson also on the trial membership. You said you're sad that the trial membership expires tomorrow. Guys, take advantage. You got to sign up. Come and chat with us every single day. Get the full education, get the full curriculum, get access to all the resources, all the tools. Yo, Rodrigo, what's up? Nice. Charles Memphis says, Mr. Rosser, do it, sir. Best money you'll ever spend. Sharon says, what is he waiting for? Antonio says, do it, people. Join the family. Devil's Magic says, membership pays for itself and more. Guys, for everybody, all my TGD family members in here, you guys think Mr. Rosser and the rest of our TG3 trial members, you think they should join? What do you guys think? Andrew says it's worth it, guys. Oh, hell yeah, Richard. Oh, William says, I skipped the trial membership. I went straight for the full membership and finished 8 badges over the weekend. Yes. 8 badges over the weekend. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Guys, look at all these. Oh my God, look at all these comments. Look at this. Well, I can't even keep up with all these comments. Andrew says, absolutely. Made my membership back in 2.5 days. Sharon says, you're crazy not to. Brian says, it's 1,000% worth it. Peter says, come drink the TTG Kool-Aid. It makes you gain. Omar, hell yeah. JD says, absolutely. Willard says, the best money I ever spent. John says, yes, def. And absolutely. Kenan says, immediately join. Blake, absolutely. R. Hirsch says, 100%. Yes, Chef Daddy. Chef Daddy, $1,800 profit today on a small account, says join TTG. Woo! Andrew Conahan says, even if you get the courses, you're miles ahead of other trading groups. Omar says, membership pays. First deal today in a slow day. I made $3,500 first day. Boom! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Great job, guys. God, man, I absolutely love listening to this. Oh my God, I know. Becky says, aren't you worth the investment? I know I was. Devil's Magic says, I became a member after 6 hours of a free day in chat. Incredible. Oh, so, I'm sorry. That's Sharon, not Sharon. Sorry about that. Yes, Joe Marshall says cottage down payment thanks to the extra cash from TTG. Got the keys a few weeks ago. Now I just need better Wi-Fi at the lake. Hell yeah, Joel. Hell yeah, Joel Marshall. Got a new cottage at the lake house. Just got a lake house with the money, extra cash from TTG. Hell yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Congrats, man. Joe, I'm super proud of you, man. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. D. Doran says, guys, don't delay. Professional organized education. I wasted 2 months before I joined. Definitely worth it. Don't delay investing in yourself. Nick Lowry says, Mike and the Wolf kill it every day. Nice, Waden. Hell yeah, that's what I like to see. Waden says, I just joined. I'm studying right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Incredible. Yeah, Craig. Craig says I followed and learned on one free day in chat. Made 2,500 bucks on a trade. I joined right away. I'm now up $12,500 in profit since joining. Hell yeah, Craig. That's what I'm talking about. Billy says I joined after just one day in chat. Beautiful. Yeah, there's a couple of people. You guys are saying you'd love to try a free trial. You guys, if you guys would like a free trial, I'll just I'll put it up for you. I mean, listen, guys. Honestly, for those of you that are already, for those of you that are on the THD3 trial, you just saw everybody in chat comment. Okay, you just saw everybody in chat comment. All right, about if they think that you guys should join from your trial memberships. If anyone is interested in a full TTG membership, if anyone's interested in a full TTG membership, guys, okay, I want you guys to text. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. All right, guys, listen, for those of you, you just saw everybody in chat because a couple of people just asked about how do they join a full membership. As I'm reading the comments in chat, you guys can text TTG Live to 63566 to get a special discount offer. Okay. So again, if anyone is currently on the trial membership, or you guys are just interested in joining a full membership, after seeing everyone's comments there in chat, text TTG Live to 63566. Okay, and that will give you guys a special discount. We'll comment back with you. We'll reply to your text message explaining to you what discount could be available to you if you guys text TTG Live to 63566 right now. Okay, that's if you guys want a special discount on the membership. Okay, now on the flip side to that, you see we had a couple of people that are on the TTG3 trial membership. If you guys want to try TTG out for 7 days, get access to 3 courses, 1 day in chat for free, see our trade history, and then also get access to one of our due diligence tools, which is a stock profile tool. You guys can join our 7-day trial, okay, by just visiting www.ttg3.com. Okay, that will give you a 7-day trial for just $3. Okay, but if you guys want to join full time and you want a special discount, a discount that may not be available to you after today, you guys can text, like I said, that code that I had up before. But if you guys want to try out the trial program, okay, you guys can go to tgd3.com. Okay, that's tgdthree.com. All right. Okay. Now, what I want to do here now today, I want to take some time. I'm going to open the floor up for a blanket Q&A. I'll let you guys all ask me some questions. But first, before I answer a single question, I'm going to ask all of you right now, you know what to do. Smash that like button, guys, as hard as you can. Smash that like button, guys. Look at, guys, Raiden. Guys, take it from Raiden. Raiden2SS says, after the 7-day trial, believe me, you're going to want to join. That's coming right from Raiden, who actually just became a TTG full-time member after going through our 7-day trial. All right, so like I said, guys, before I take a single question, I want you guys to smash that like button for me. Show me how much you guys appreciate the time that I spend going over these live streams with you guys, answering questions, going over my trade recaps. I want to, make sure that you guys are always getting the best top quality education. as you possibly can to help you guys become the best traders that you can. I want to share all the education experience with you all. Okay, so make sure you guys hit that like button and also share this live stream on your social media platforms. So like and click that share button. Let's get help as many traders, get as many traders on here as we can to help as many traders as we possibly can. All right. Yes, Michael Aramis, we do offer one-on-one mentorships. Yes, we do. All right. Yes, we do one-on-one mentorships. All right. Saeed Fahad says, Mike, what's your take on Tesla? Can I buy at these levels? Doesn't look like the stock is coming down. I cannot, with a single straight face, recommend any single person enters a brand new long-term position in Tesla right now. I can't do it. Can't do it with a straight face. You're not going to hear me do it. You're not going to see me do it. Tesla is up over 1,000% in the last 12 months. It's up 470% in the year 2020. That is only 8 months. The stock is up 470%. The stock is pushing like a $450 billion market cap. They only sold 360 something thousand vehicles last year. I think that Tesla, I think it's a great company to own. I think it's a great stock to own. I really do. I'm not saying this because I don't think people should be long Tesla, but I'm also not out of my mind, and I can't justify the valuation on Tesla. I think there's a massive premium built into Tesla with the stock split. I think there's a massive premium built into Tesla with a lot of the short squeeze that took place. I think there's a massive premium built into Tesla because there isn't any real competition. There isn't any real competition. And what I want to point out to you guys with Tesla, the way that I look at Tesla is similar to what happened to Netflix. Okay, it's similar to what happened to Netflix a while ago. Let me go back. Let's pull up the chart. All right, let's pull up the chart of Netflix real quick because I want to show you guys an example why I can't with a straight face. Well, here, let's go to Tesla first. I can with a straight face recommend that someone buys a stock for the very first time. Now, if you want to actively trade it, that's one thing. But if you're asking me, Mike, should I buy Tesla tomorrow for a long-term hold? I think you're paying a huge premium on it. Do I think the stock will be higher in 1, 2, 3, 5 years from now? Yes, I absolutely think the stock will be higher in 1, 2, 3, 5 years from now. I do. I do believe the stock will be higher. But I also think you're paying an extremely high price and an extremely rich valuation for the company at this point in time. I think there's been so much hype around the stock with the stock split that it's just gotten completely out of control. And I just can't justify buying this thing at this valuation. I just simply can't. What I would like to see happen in Tesla, which I think would give the best thing that could possibly happen, I'm telling you guys this right now. I think the best thing that could possibly happen for anyone that wants to buy Tesla long term is for real competition to come to the EV market. Real competition. I'm not talking about, hopes and dreams. I'd say Volkswagen is probably the closest to doing so, but a lot of the other automakers have made investments into electric vehicle technology. They've made promises about electric vehicle technology, but none of them can hold a candle or hold a light to Tesla. None of them are anywhere close to the Model 3 or the Model S. None of them are anywhere near where Tesla is as a company. And that's why Tesla the valuation is so high, okay? Because there just is no competition in the electric vehicle market that could challenge Tesla. Now, the reason why I'm pointing this out to you is because I want you guys, for those of you that are Tesla bulls, if you're looking to get long Tesla in your long-term portfolio, not even for an active trade, if you're trying to get long Tesla, the time that I think you should do so is when you start to hear concerns about competition in the electric vehicle space. Let me explain to you why. Do you guys remember when Netflix got absolutely crushed towards the middle to end of 2019. Do you guys remember this in Netflix? Do you guys remember this in Netflix? That move when Netflix went from $390 all the way down to $250. You guys remember that sell-off in Netflix? You guys want to know why that was? Netflix fell that much because everybody was hyped on Roku, Disney. You had Apple, HBO. What was the other one? There was another one. I forgot the other one. But the point that I'm making is that Netflix fell during that time frame because everybody was talking about increased competition in the streaming space. Okay, there's a lot of increased competition with, this is when Disney was really coming out hard and heavy, their deal with Verizon and everything, giving that the free service for X amount of time. And there was really, really high increased competition in the streaming market. And a lot of people got concerned with Netflix's market share. So everybody got concerned with Netflix's market share as competition started to really increase in the streaming space. Now, Netflix is the originator of streaming. Okay, Netflix is the mother of all streaming. It's the first company to come out and grab market share. That term Netflix and chill. Whenever you have that company that comes up with its own phrase, or a phrase becomes part of everyday life, like, oh, what's that question you just asked me? Oh, I don't know, Google it. Well, when people started saying, oh, you want to come over and Netflix and chill, whenever you have a company that something like that gets into your everyday life, buy the stock, because that's the game changer, right? That's the game changer. But people were concerned with Netflix's market share at this point in time. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? And the reason is everybody got concerned with market share, but then everyone realized that Netflix's platform and their execution and their content is far better than any of the other competitors. Everybody was concerned about Disney. Everybody was concerned about Disney coming on and being a real competition for Netflix. Well, Disney's nowhere near its all-time high, not even close to its all-time high. But Netflix has been an absolute freight train since that March low. I think you can get something like that happen in Tesla. Tesla is an absolute runaway train right now. I can't justify buying this at $515 a share. This is after the split. This valuation is just getting, you're almost at a $500 billion valuation, which I just can't justify for Tesla. But if you get some massive breakthrough with some of the, maybe GM or Volkswagen or Nissan that comes out with, a real competition in the electric vehicle market, you will see people sell off Tesla. But the same thing like Netflix, people might sell off Tesla or take profits on Tesla for fear of them losing market share to some of these other companies. But then once that initial sell-off happens, several months later, several quarters later, the numbers will speak for themselves, and people will then realize that Tesla is a dominant product. Just like Netflix is a dominant product to the competition, they're so far ahead of the competition, and therefore Netflix ends up making new all-time highs when none of the other streaming stocks that were supposed to create competition for Netflix are. Okay, Netflix has by far been the best performing streaming company out there. Tesla expects something very similar. So wait until you start to hear Tesla is selling off. Why? Because of news headlines of competition from the big five automakers like Ford, GM, Nissan, Volkswagen, like they're coming out. And once you hear people start to talk about, oh, well, I'm concerned about market share. Once you start to hear that, let Tesla sell off. And once that sell-off settles, that's when you buy Tesla for your long-term portfolio, because Tesla is so far ahead technology-wise, also brand loyalty-wise, that the numbers will then speak for itself several quarters, several years later. And I think you're going to get something very similar to what you saw in Netflix. So again, a sell-off on market share concerns as competition hits the market, and then the realization that you have a dominant product and a dominant platform. And I think Tesla is going to do exactly the same thing. Okay, so for those of you that are looking to own Tesla in your long-term portfolios, I'm not a buyer of Tesla up here in my long-term portfolio, but I will be a buyer on a significant pullback. Okay, and when the day comes that I do add to Tesla in my long-term portfolio, I will definitely let you guys know. Okay, I will definitely let you guys know. Volkswagen still is. Volkswagen still is huge. Volkswagen is massive. You know, Volkswagen is massive. Santiago says, Mike, how long would you recommend keeping an IPO after it goes public? Listen, I'm not a big fan on buying IPOs in my long-term portfolio. I like to wait for those stocks to settle out and settle in. If you do own one after initial, it first starts trading, I would look to take profits off before the 6-month mark. The 6-month mark is often when some restricted shares from the initial offering or from the pre-IPO raise come free trading. So sometimes you get pullbacks after that 6-month mark. Tilray was an example of that. Beyond Meat was an example of that. When stocks sell off around that 6-month mark, as people step in and take profit. Okay. So I think that's something for you to consider. If you're up big on an IPO and it's coming up to that 6-month mark, maybe take some profits off the table. If the stock does pull back, then you can use some of those profits and you can start to buy that, buy more of it back at a cheaper price. All right, next question. What do I think about Starbucks? I love Starbucks. I own it. I love Starbucks. I think Starbucks eventually gets back up to its all-time high of 100. I like Starbucks. Starbucks is, when you want to talk about brand loyalty, I mean, man, there's not many companies that do it better than Starbucks, right? Not many companies that have conquered brand loyalty. I mean, listen, the best company in the world when it comes to brand loyalty is Apple. No one's even close to Apple's brand loyalty. Okay. But when you want to talk about brand loyalty, companies that come to mind, Apple is by far the king of brand loyalty. But some other companies that come to mind are Starbucks, McDonald's, Nike, Chipotle, Netflix, if I don't know if I just said that one or not. These are some companies that come to mind when you think about brand loyalty and how much the customers and or consumers of that company's product, of Amazon, these are companies that have very, very strong brand loyalty, where their consumers almost like live, breathe, eat, sleep, will die for the product or service that company offers. And it's always like, whenever there's something new, I gotta have it. Like Apple comes out with a new iPhone, I gotta have it. Why? What's wrong with the $1,100 iPhone you bought literally 1 year ago? Is it broken? Why do you need to have the new one and spend another $1,200 to get the new one when you literally, like before Apple and the iPhone, nobody would upgrade their cell phone every year. Nobody would upgrade their cell phone every year. You guys remember like the Motorola phones? You remember the Nokia phones? You guys remember Nextel? Nobody would upgrade to the new model every single year. But with Apple, people feel like, oh, I have to have it. I gotta have the new phone. There's not like, it's more common, for people to upgrade every single year. It's like, it's crazy, that people are willing to spend that kind of money just to get the new phone, even though there's absolutely nothing wrong with their phone. But they got to have it because it's new. Starbucks, same thing. Starbucks comes out with a new drink. Everybody's got to try it, Brand loyalty. It's incredible. So I like Starbucks. I like Starbucks long term. Have a long-winded answer to what could have been a short one, but sorry. No, Justin. So Justin says, oh wait, I just lost your question, Justin. I just lost it in the chat. Ah, there we go. Justin, thank you, man. You just re-commented it. Thank you. How do you interpret end of day moves? Today we sold off into the close. Is that people going short expecting a gap down tomorrow? No, that's not people going short expecting a gap down tomorrow. People that are going short cannot move a market, guys. Okay. People that are going short cannot move markets. All right. They just can't. It is what, how I interpret end of day moves is just rebound, is just positioning, and balancing. I think that you usually get like wild moves in the SPY right before the close because you get a lot of computers that have an order imbalance that needs to be completed before the close, and that's why you usually get these big spikes in volume going into the close on the SPY as well. I just looked at the SPY today as a little bit of an exhaustion type of move today. We broke through the highs, which was a pretty strong resistance area all day. Also lined up with yesterday's highs. You can see that resistance, and then we popped through it right before the close, and then bang, you had that big drop right into the bell. And I think that was just kind of like your last little push before we maybe actually finally get a 2-day pullback in the SPY. Now, I'm not going to talk too much more about this trade, Justin, because this actually has a lot to do with the trade recap that I traded an option today on UBXY. I traded an option on UBXY. I took a piece of my position off for a 22% gain. I'm still holding the bulk of that position, and I'll talk to you guys about that trade a little bit later in this live stream. What about Workhorse? WKHS. I like WKHS. I think this has potential to give you a nice swing trade. I really kind of wanted this stock to finish the day up closer to the top end of the range today. I really was hoping for like an 1875, 1880 type close. But this is a really, really nice consolidation on WKHS. There's a big short position on this stock. You had a nice increase in volume today. Okay, like you compare today's volume to the volume that we've had over the last couple of weeks. Today was one of the heaviest volume days the stock has had since the end of June when the stock went absolutely crazy. All right, so today was the heaviest volume of this consolidation. Okay, so that's the heaviest volume of this consolidation you can see was today. The only time that the stock had heavier volume was during this short squeeze move. And this is when Tesla was going crazy and the other electric vehicle stocks were going absolutely crazy, like NIO. Okay, so I do think that WKHS, could give you a squeeze move that can take it up into the low 20s. And I think the stock can get up here and test this previous high. So I actually do like Workhorse for a potential swing. I talked to a lot of people today in chat. I actually tried to enter this trade today, intraday, and I just never got my fill on it. And then I started to focus on some other things. I tried getting long Workhorse today right there, and I just missed my fill by literally, I think it was like 8 cents. And hindsight looking back, I'm like, I should have just market ordered myself into it, but I didn't get a fill on it, and the stock just started to kind of crawl its way slowly away from me, and I'm just like, oh man. I had plenty of time to buy it later in the day though on this pullback. I definitely could have got long there, but I was focused on some other things at that point in time. All right. But I do think that Workhorse has potential on the daily chart to get itself up into the low 20s. Big Bala says, Michael Edwards, thoughts on AT&T? I love that dividend. Yeah, I mean, listen, AT&T, you know, it is a great dividend. I like Verizon better. Pays almost, just as good as a dividend. But I like Verizon better, especially when it's going to start to come into like 5G and all that. I'd rather own Verizon than AT&T. I mean, just look at the stock performance. Look at Apple's stock performance in 2020, and then you compare that to Verizon's. Verizon much, much, much stronger of a recovery than AT&T. AT&T has really never recovered. You see how like AT&T has really never recovered from that March low. We really never recovered from that. When you look at Verizon has recovered nicely. So, Verizon is definitely stronger than AT&T. And Verizon, the dividend on Verizon is absolutely fantastic. You want to talk about a nice dividend paying stock. Doesn't get much better than like an AT&T or a Verizon, but I think you have more upside potential on the stock itself with Verizon. But their dividend is fantastic. Why did AMD run like crazy today? I don't really know. I don't really know. I didn't really see a catalyst for AMD's explosive move today, but I'm one happy camper. I've been banging the table on AMD for months now. In March, I was telling you guys in March that it was one of my favorite companies that I thought you guys should be adding to your long-term portfolios. I'm happy as hell to see this thing make new all-time highs today and break over $90. I just don't know what the catalyst was for it today. How many of you right now, quick show of hands, guys, type AMD in chat if you own AMD because of my YouTube channel. Type AMD in chat right now if you own AMD because of this YouTube channel. I'm curious. I'm curious to see how many people were listening in March and April when I was like pleading with you guys. AMD, AMD, AMD. I was telling everybody, AMD, AMD. I told everybody. Yeah, NVIDIA too. I told everybody about NVIDIA too. I was telling everybody about NVIDIA too. Nice. TX, first timer from Twitch. TX Aviator found me 10 minutes ago randomly. Nice, man. Welcome to the channel. All right. Chris Botsis, Ted Donnie, Ahmad, John Batakis, MPN Productions, M Boss, Lady Bird, Mike Delaney. Woo! Martin R. That's what I'm talking about. Mike DeRocco is up over 100% on his AMD position from my AMD call. Yes. Beautiful. Ench. Chef Daddy, good for you, man. Long since 19. That's incredible. Chef Daddy, good for you, man. Hold on to that thing. That stock's going to 150. Hold on to it. Nice. Congrats to all of you that do own AMD. I'm super happy for all of you guys. John Carlo Reyes, nice. Dylan just found this right now. Welcome, Dylan. Welcome to the True Trading Group YouTube channel. How many of you are brand new? How many of you are watching this right now that have never been part of a TTG stream before? How many of you, this is your first time on a TTG live stream? How many of you, this is your first time? TX Aviator from Twitch. Maybe you had Dylan from YouTube. Chef Daddy says, I'm never selling AMD. Don't. I think that stock's got so much potential. All right, Rich, Andrew R. Donovan, Kamisha, Emery, Kamlesh, Daniel Ogden, Bad Grandpa, amazing username. Dylan, Yadira, Jason Dearman, Dwayne D, second time. What's up, Dwayne? Welcome back. Victor Lacar, Wisco8, Tristan Hammond, Jimmy Franzak. Okay. Nice, guys. Very cool. Very cool. I'm glad you got. All right, cool. Vivian, first time. Vivian Molina, welcome. Noel, welcome. Very cool. Good. We have a lot of new faces here today. A lot of new faces here today. Cam TL, second time on the stream. Terrell Thomas, first time. Welcome. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Great username. First time. Welcome. Guys, welcome. All of the new faces. All you guys, new faces. Welcome. Okay? Welcome. You guys, this is the luckiest day of your lives that you guys found the True Trading Group channel. What I want you guys all to do right now, before we go any further, for those of you that are, yes, Wendy Fonseca, yes, we are live. Okay? What I want you guys to do right now, if this is your first time coming to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. Whether you're viewing us on Twitter, through Periscope, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitch, I'm streaming to all these different social media platforms right now. If you are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you guys never miss another one of my live streams or educational videos that I put out on a regular basis. Okay? Nice. Jelva just subscribed. Very nice. Good job. Jimmy Franzak, give me a play. I'll subscribe. UVXY, that's what I'm currently in right now. I'm long UVXY calls, Jimmy. That's my play. We were just talking about AMD. Jimmy Franzak, we were just talking about AMD. AMD, new highs today. That's a stock that I've been telling people to be long since March. Up well over 100%. All right. No, Java, no. We stream on a regular basis. We stream on a regular basis. All right. So what I want to do now, for all of you that are brand new, that just said that you guys have never been part of the live stream before I get into recapping my trade, because the next topic that we're going to discuss is my UVXY trade. I want to explain to you guys why I bought options in UVXY today. I'm going to tell you what options that I bought. I'm going to tell you where my price target is, and I'm going to tell you why I bought UVXY. I bought an option, okay? I did not buy UVXY itself. I bought an option on UVXY. If you are not able to trade UVXY on your trading platform, contact your broker, because you may have a leverage restriction where your account may not be approved to trade high leverage items. Okay, so contact your broker. Yes, Dylan Zarabi, I do swing trade. We also have other moderators in chat that also swing trade. Terrell Thomas, thank you for the like, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right. Jimmy, you're the only one that hit me with that deal because this is your first time. This is your first time on the live stream. That's why you're the only one to say, hey, Mike, give me a play, and then I'll subscribe. A lot of the other people that are on this live stream have been watching my channel now for quite a while, and have already been a part of a lot of different plays and a lot of different trade ideas that I've given out to people over the last several months and several years. Okay. So what I want to do right now, guys, though, for those of you that are brand new, I want to make sure you guys are aware of our trial membership program before I get into my UVXY trade. I'm going to recap UVXY. I'm going to give you guys my entire breakdown. Yes, I think many of you can still get in on this trade, even if you were not in the TTG chat room today when I made the trade. I do still think there's plenty of opportunity for you to get in it with me. So before I talk about that, I want to tell you guys, make sure you guys are aware of the trial program that we have. Because right now, for just a one-time payment of $3, you can join, okay, our TTG trial program, the TTG 3 program, where you will get 7-day access to our TTG platform and give us a test drive. Okay, you get to come into chat with us one day for the week, trade with us live, experience what it's like being part of the TTG community. You're going to get 3 courses that I put together that I think are guaranteed to help make you a more profitable and a better trader. These are 3 courses that I put together specifically for this platform. For those of you that are brand new, that have never found TTG before, you have no idea who the hell I am. Quick little rundown. My name is Michael Edward. It says it right on my screen. My name is Michael Edward. I began my trading career working at a hedge fund on Wall Street. We managed about $500 million. Before I was able to trade $1 of the hedge fund money, I had to go through a 3-month educational program before I was able to step foot onto the trading floor and trade with real money. Okay? So I have since taken those 3 months of education and experience going through that program, and I've created and I've simplified that material, and I've created a TTG curriculum that's available for all of our members. Okay, so when you guys join True Trading Group, you are getting a professional education. You're getting the same education that I received working at a hedge fund. It was my first job right out of college. I did not know how to trade before I got hired at the hedge fund. That is where I was taught and learned everything that it is that I implement in my trading now today, and it's everything that I teach all of our TTG members here today as well. That information, that education also allowed me to receive a Trader of the Year award in 2008. For those of you that don't remember, 2008 was the big stock market crash, the housing crisis, the subprime market mess. The stock market fell about 55% in a matter of between 08 and 09. And yet I was excelling during that time period to receive a Trader of the Year award. Okay. So for those of you that are interested in joining TTG for a trial membership, it is a 7-day trial. It is a one-time payment. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time if you want. You are under no obligation to do so. It's not reoccurring. It is a one-time payment of just $3. That is less than what I pay for a cup of coffee a day at Starbucks. I get my venti cold brew. It's like $4.70 or $4.50. So for less than I pay for my cup of coffee, you can get a 7-day trial membership at your trading group and find out if TTG is right for you. Okay, we're not scalpers. I'm not in and out within seconds. My trades, I'm a traditional day trader that also swing trades. I trade small caps, mid caps, large caps. I also trade options and ETFs. The only things that I do not trade are cryptocurrency and Forex. Okay, I do not trade cryptocurrency or Forex. I trade everything else. Okay. So for those of you that want to come in, chat, trade with me live, you see my screen, you hear me on the microphone, I'm breaking down my analysis for you every step of the way. I tell everyone what I'm going to buy before I buy it. I tell everyone what I'm selling before I sell it, where I'm buying, where I'm selling. I give you guys the heads up. I never surprise you with a trade. I always tell you guys, okay, guys, I'm a buyer here at $10.50. And then when the stock pulls into $10.50, I'm okay, guys, boom, there it is. I'm long. And you guys get the trade execution notification. And once I execute any trade, you guys get notified. Okay, so for those of you that are interested in joining TTG for our 7-day trial, you can visit www.ttgthree. That's TTG3. 3 is spelled out, not the number. TTGTHREE.com. And you guys can join us for a 7-day trial, see if True Trading Group is right for you. Okay, now let's get into my UBXY trade. I want to talk to you guys about my UBXY trade a little bit. Okay. I want to talk about my UBXY trade a little bit. Now, what I want people to start to take notice of, I'm going to go down to a 15-minute chart so I can show you guys this a little bit less zoomed in. Okay, and I want to show you guys this on a 15-minute chart. Okay, what I have noticed over the last couple of days is uncharacteristic strength in UBXY. Now, some of you might be saying, well, what is UBXY? Okay, what is UBXY? UBXY is an ETF that tracks the VIX. You might be saying, well, Mike, what the hell is the VIX? I went over this yesterday. Last night, I did a live stream explaining to people how I planned on profiting from market action this week. And I told people that There's something very specific that I've been noticing, a divergence between the VIX and the SPY. Now, the VIX is not a direct inverse of the SPY. The SPY is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. Essentially, it's the stock market, right? The VIX tracks volatility, okay? It tracks fear, uncertainty. As the VIX goes higher, that's traders saying they expect a bigger move per day in the overall market. When the Dow was moving 2,500 points in a single day during March, the VIX was exploding up over to 85, almost $90 on the VIX. Now the VIX has since pulled itself all the way back down towards 20. The lower the VIX goes, that means traders do not expect very big range moves in the overall market. Allow me to go take you guys over to the SPY on the daily chart. So you notice on the SPY on the daily chart, do you guys notice how all of these candles, you see how small these candles are? Like the range on these candles is not very big, okay? Very tight range candles. See how small the candles are? That's low volatility. Low volatility means the market is moving in a very small range throughout the course of a single trading day, okay? So as that volatility dies, the VIX will pull itself back in. I'll take you guys over to the VIX. Here's the VIX, okay? So you can see the VIX shot all the way up to 80 in March, and now has since gone all the way back down into the 20s. All right. When I take you guys over to the SPY, you will see that the candles here are much bigger. You see how the candles are much bigger? That's volatility. That's the market making large moves in one particular trading day, and that's why you had the VIX go higher while the market was doing that. As the VIX goes higher, that's traders and investors saying, I expect volatility. I expect bigger range moves. Well, I've been noticing that over the last couple of days that the VIX has actually been trading higher, even though the SPY is making new all-time highs, okay? The SPY has been making new all-time highs consistently on lower volume for the last 2 months. For the last 2 months, we've basically gone straight up with not a single instance, okay, where we've had consecutive back-to-back red days. For a month and a half, we've not had back-to-back red days in a month and a half. We've basically just gone straight up with very little volatility and also lower volume. So what I talked about yesterday on my live stream was I identified for you guys on the VIX some strength starting to come into the VIX. And I'm saying to myself, guys, okay, and the UVXY even more so. The UVXY is an ETF that tracks the VIX. Now, even more so on the UVXY because we had this instance right here where you guys see where I just have highlighted this region. During this time frame, while the UVXY made this move from 1875 up to 24 in just a 2-day period, the SPY was making new all-time highs in the meantime. That's uncharacteristic of the markets. The correlation between the VIX and therefore the UVXY, because UVXY is an ETF that tracks the VIX, and the overall markets is, as the markets just slowly push higher, volatility and the VIX tends to fade lower because there's not any fear in the market. The VIX will also track overall fear in the marketplace. So last week, I identified this. I talked about this on some YouTube videos last week. Okay, we talked about this last week. One of our other moderators, Chris Toner, who's an options trader with over 20 years experience trading options, he actually caught a 100% gain on a call option on the VIX on this day on the 27th, which was Thursday. Okay, so we've been noticing this divergence in the VIX and the UVXY compared to the overall markets now for a couple of days. And I saw that divergence again today. So now as we go into the day today, notice how the UVXY gapped up. Gapped up. The UVXY gapped up, which means the VIX gapped up. Here's your gap. Excuse me. Here's your gap. The VIX gapped up today. But what did the SPY do? What did the SPY do today? We sat here basically flat in the morning, traded sideways, had a brief little sell-off, came back up and made new all-time highs. Now, while the SPY is right here, this is all-time highs on the SPY. That was an all-time high. That was an all-time high. That was an all-time high. So the SPY is sitting at all-time highs, yet the UVXY is green. Again, another very uncharacteristic type day for the VIX. So now I'm saying to myself, what could be going on? What could be going on right now or in the last week or so that's causing this divergence and strength in the VIX, even though the SPY continues to make new all-time highs? Because the SPY has made a new all-time high basically every day for the last couple of days. So why is it that the VIX and the UVXY are actually moving higher during that time frame? And what I think about it is this is a very interesting statistic. Right now is the lowest short position in the overall markets that we have had in the last 15 years. That means that Wall Street and institutional money managers are really, really long. Everybody is positioned long. Now, you might be saying, well, Mike, isn't that a good thing? No. You do not want situations where there's not a short position on a market. You want there to be short positions on the market. Because when there's a short position on a market and the market pulls in, short sellers are your best friend. Short sellers are your best friend when stocks are going down because they're net buyers. Short sellers are net buyers when the markets go down. So it can help stabilize a sell-off because short sellers step in, they start to cover their positions. If you have a broad-based market sell-off and you start to get an extended pullback to the downside, if you do not have people that are short the market that can cover into that downward action, all you have is everybody that's long chasing the market lower, trying to sell their positions without any real net buyers underneath. So having a market fully long is not necessarily a good thing. Okay, you need longs and shorts to make a stable market, because when stocks are moving higher, longs could be net sellers taking profit. When markets are moving lower, short sellers can be net buyers covering their positions taking profit. But if everyone is just trying to sell their position as the market moves lower, that's how you get exaggerated moves to the downside. That's how volatility picks up. That's how you get very fast moves to the downside, not slow moves to the downside. And when you get fast moves to the downside, it scares the shit out of people. And then all of a sudden people start to sell, and then selling creates more selling, which creates more selling. And that is what I think you're starting to see. That's a reason why I think you're starting to see this divergence in the VIX, because the VIX, buying the VIX or getting long any one of these volatility vehicles is a wonderful hedge for a Wall Street that is extremely long. Money managers are very, very long. They're net long aggressively and heavily. So any type of pullback is going to really hurt their portfolio because they don't have a lot of hedges in place to protect the net long positions. So what I think you've seen over the last several days is money managers stepping in saying, we're long to our teeth. We have to hedge these positions. Nobody wants to sell their positions because how do you sell Apple? How do you sell Facebook? How do you sell Microsoft? How do you sell Amazon? How do you sell Nvidia, Netflix, Zoom Video, Salesforce? How do you sell these positions? Square. How do you sell them? If you don't own those stocks, you are going to underperform the overall market. So people are kind of stuck where it's like we have to be long these stocks, but now we're too exposed to any type of a significant pullback. We need to start to hedge our portfolio. Here comes now the strength that you're seeing in the VIX and the UVXY. So what I think is happening right now is people are hedging their long portfolios. That's what's creating this unusual strength in UVXY and the VIX. If you actually get a sustained pullback in the market, I expect UVXY and VIX to pop even further. Because if the VIX is climbing higher while the market's moving higher, what do you think is going to happen if the market pulls back in? So a lot of people have been trying to short the market. I came up with this trade in the UVXY to say to people, if you want a little bit of a lower risk type trade, because even when the market is pushing higher to new all-time highs, the VIX and UVXY on UVXY, excuse me, guys, I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. And it's still not, the UVXY and VIX is not selling off. They're just staying, they're staying here in like staying green. Then if the markets actually do pull back in, you should get a pop in the VIX and a pop in the UVXY. So I was noticing once again, this divergence in the VIX and the overall markets. So I went in here today and I bought right in here. Okay, right in here is where I bought the $23 strike. Okay, I bought the $23 strike, September 4th expiration call option on UVXY. Okay, again, I'm long currently the $23 strike, September 4th expiration call option on UVXY. Okay, that is what I am long. I took 25%. I'm long from $1.27 a contract. Okay. Again, I'll say it one more time. If anybody wants to look into this trade tomorrow, if you guys want to try to follow me on this trade for the next couple of days, it's a swing trade idea. Again, I'm long the $23 strike, September 4th expiration call option on UVXY. I'm long from $1.27 and $1.30. We shot up higher. We made new highs this afternoon, and I took 25% of my position off the table at $1.55. That's a 22% gain on the first piece of my position. I'm still in the bulk of this trade. Okay, I'm still in the bulk of this trade. What I like, excuse me, sorry guys. What I like about what I saw this afternoon was the SPY went on to make another new all-time high right before the close. So the SPY breaks through the high of the day and extends to a new all-time high. What does UVXY do? Yeah, sure, we had a little pullback, but we're still up 5-6% on the day. So UVXY is up 5-6% on the day, but yet the SPY is at all-time highs. That's uncharacteristic of the relationship between these two vehicles. Okay, that's uncharacteristic. So that's why I like this positioning. I like what I'm seeing on the daily chart. Okay, you kind of have this rounded bottom. You guys see this rounded bottom, and you got this nice strong increase in volume. Okay, you got this nice strong increase in volume on this day, which is by far the heaviest volume the stock's had in over the last 2 months. And my target for this, for UVXY, is to get up and test this $25 level. Okay, you see this previous support level that was here? I'm looking for UVXY to get up and test that $25 level in the coming days. And again, I am long the $23 strike, September 4th expiration, as I'm looking for this rounded bottom pattern to start to play itself through. Okay, this trade line has been resistance all month. This is the 9 exponential moving average. See how it's been resistance all month? Now, for the last 2 days, it's been support. So we had resistance on the trade line. You had this real strong high volume day that took you above the trade line, and then support. And I'm looking for that to continue and to push UVXY up towards 25. Okay? So that's what I'm doing here, guys, on UVXY. Now, when you talk about stop loss, what's my stop loss on the rest of this position? And I'm really going to gauge that by the SPY. As long as the SPY stays below this current all-time high that was put in place today, okay, that's 351.30. I'm going to try to stay in my UVXY because my UVXY and the VIX has remained strong even while the markets have been pushing higher to new all-time highs. So I'm going to try to hold on to this position, as long as we are now staying below new all-time highs. Not to mention, when I take you guys out to the daily chart on the SPY, okay, we have this doji indecision type day today with a nice increase in volume on the SPY. So you guys can see that the volume today on this red candle, this doji indecision type candle, and you've seen two of them now, okay? You've seen now one here and one here. So now you've got two indecision candles at the top end of an uptrend, and then today you had the increase in volume. So I'm thinking that these are potential signs of a near-term top that could be followed by a day two of a pullback that can start to see the SPY pull itself back in towards maybe 345, and then that would push UVXY well up over 25, and we'll be looking at probably well over 100% gain on this option if I get that action here tomorrow. Okay, so again, I'm going after the UVXY, guys. That's my trade. Okay, we traded lower after the bell today, and then we had this bounce back. I'm not sure what this bounce back was, what the catalyst was for that. I have to go back and check to see what was the catalyst for that. Let me actually pull up the futures market right now, guys. Let me check the futures market. All right, so futures, we are flat. Futures market, we're flat. Let me see something here, guys. Just looking up some stuff right now, guys, to see. Yeah, we're flat. I mean, we're up, barely. We're up barely. I mean, we're basically flat on futures. We're at 3,500 on the futures. All right, we're up 3,500 on the futures. Guys, real quick, I'm going to patch somebody in that wants to join our live stream right now. Guys, I'm going to patch in Adam. Adam is, your TTG members will know him as Shug, but I'm going to patch Adam in real quick, guys. Adam is my partner with True Trading Group. He wants to make an announcement for you guys real quick. All right, guys, everybody say hi to Adam.
Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? What's up? What's up? Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep, we got you loud and clear.
All right. Very, very cool. So yeah, interesting thing that happened today is so recently I went ahead and I tried to work a deal out, right? So real quick, Our TTG members refer to me as Shug, a lot of times as Oprah, because because I'm always kind of giving stuff out. So for us, what's happened here is that we did this thing during the last Trader Palooza where we gave out 3 really expensive, really really nice trading rigs to our members, right? In a raffle. What we're going to do now, and I shared this earlier with people in chat, kind of by accident, is we worked a deal with a wholesaler for Asus computers, and we went ahead and secured 20 Asus laptops. So what that means is that starting next week, so every week for the next 4 weeks, starting next week, we're going to raffle off 5 laptop computers every Friday. You do not need to purchase them or purchase your like a raffle ticket or anything. It's random as long as you are a member of True Trading Group. That is what you get. That you get. You go ahead and get entered into that raffle. So, what does that mean for you new members? That means that anyone that signs up, and this only applies to a full TTG membership, not TTG3 membership. Therefore, I mean, I posted a little bit earlier, but like, Mike, you wanna hit him with the code? Tell him that. So, guys, check this out. Just for tonight, I'm stuck. Guys, just for tonight, if you text TTG Live to 63566 or use code TTG831 at checkout, whether you're a TTG3 subscriber or not, all right, you will be able to be entered into the raffle to win one of those 20 laptops.
Guys, and just so you guys are clear, for those of you that do not know what Asus laptops are, that's the same laptop that I use for my trading. Okay, so you guys are going to be getting the same brand laptop that I use, an Asus gaming laptop for my trading. Okay, so that's you guys want to know kind of what I use. This is it, and we're going to be giving those away to TTG members.
Yeah, so if you're a TTG member, a 1-year member, a lifetime member, you don't need to do anything. You're already entered into it, right? But all of the TTG3 members and all of the people on the fence, you guys, when you have a full TTG membership, you are automatically entered into it, and we are cutting off the new members that are going to be allowed into this raffle probably I would say before the end of the week for sure.
By any chance, Adam, real quick, I wanted to see by any chance, the last time that we did the trading rig giveaway, JD Trader, Zach, and Richie Scalia, all 3 TTG members, all 3. If either one of you guys on the live stream right now, Zach, Richie Scalia, or JD Trader, any one of you guys on the live stream right now, I'm just curious. I think I saw JD Trader on here earlier. Chef Daddy goes, here comes my new laptop.
Can you win again if you win one Friday? No.
Yeah,
no, you cannot.
Once you guys win, that's it.
Yeah. If you win on Friday, because the way that we do it is we have a bot where we put in all of the TTG members' usernames, and then it slowly over a period of like 2-3 hours will reduce the names down, and then it just randomly selects one. So we're going to do that 5 times on every Friday starting next Friday. And if you guys are one of the names, that's great. If you're one of the names twice, you're not going to get a second one. I want everyone to have a fair chance to get one.
JD Trader's here. JD Trader's here, says he absolutely loves it.
Yeah. It's an awesome machine.
Yeah, very nice. Awesome. JD, yeah, guys. So JD won. We had 3 winners last time we raffled off trading rigs, and JD was one of the traders, or one of our members that won, was one of the 3. He just commented there in chat that you're seeing, the Jersey Devil. Jersey Devil Seafood. Yeah, guys, like Sean Miller. Sean Miller says, "Get off the fence, guys. It's going to change your life. No BS."
Yep. So yeah. Hang on 1 second. So yeah. Pretty cool deal.
Martin says we're crazy, Adam. Martin says y'all are crazy. We're not crazy, Martin. We just really, truly give a shit and want you guys to have the best chance to
Hey, yeah,
succeed.
hey, look, for us, it comes, look, Mike is the head trader. I'm his business partner. For those that don't know, my job is to make sure that the business of True Trading Group is handled appropriately. So for for me and for this company, True Trading Group, it makes all the sense in the world. We got a really good deal on a bunch of laptops from a wholesaler, and if that's something that we can add to put and add value, to our members and to new members that sign up, then great. I think I agree with No Beyond. I think it's a great way to build brand loyalty. It's a great way to give back. Look, the business of selling a membership base or for, creating this online university that we are creating, and I think Mike would agree that like that's the goal here, is to create an online university that literally disrupts and takes away from all the garbage that is out there. Um, and so for us, if we can continue to add value and continue to add product, I mean, look, for everyone that's a TTG member that maybe joined in like March or April, I mean, how much has it improved since then? Since just March or April? I mean, sound off in chat, but I mean, it's been,
Nice
it's been
job.
pretty substantial.
Das Smale says, "You guys make me proud to say I'm a member of TTG."
So, yeah. So look, if you are a member of TTG3, you got to sign up for a full membership in order to be entered into the raffle. If you are a year member or a lifetime member, you're in it. And if you're not a member and you're on the fence, take advantage of the coupon code TTG831. That is for tonight only. So that's really what it is. So I think that I think you guys will be pretty happy with your decision. Look, 80% of True Trading Group members that join us make 7 to 10 times their subscription fee in the first 6 months of membership. And of that, 30% do it in under 1 month. And that's not to say that we don't, that there isn't, loss that takes place in there and so on and so forth. Because look, no one's 100 for 100. But you know what? Like, I got to tell you, this week, Mike and I were talking about it. We've had members that were previously struggling that became green this week, right? Isabella was one of them. Suzanne T is another. These are members that were having a hard time, and and it's really rewarding, man. Like, they do all the work, right? But it's really rewarding to know that we have a hand in that. Oh, and with your membership, you get access to the Benzinga Pro live newsfeed and Squawk, real-time level 1 and level 2 data. You get access to our screener, to the stock profile tool, to the forums, everything. And you pay one price. We're just like Netflix. Pay one price, get everything at this, everything that we have and or will have. So that's it. I just wanted to let everyone know. So sign up tonight if you're on the fence. Literally the best $1,200 you will spend will pay dividends. All right. So I'm gonna give the mic back to the professional, and
We got
I'm gonna go on my merry way.
Franklin. Adam says, "I made my lifetime membership back in my first day at TTG."
Yeah, I mean, look, we don't come out and lead with a lot of those things, right? We don't come out and lead with a lot of those things. Like, oh, this person makes it back in a day, or this person put his down payment on his house, or this person quit his job, because we don't want to be like everyone else. We don't want to sell you a dream that may or may not work out, right? Because a lot of it depends on how much effort you put into it. And that's the truth. That's for some, this will be the disappointing truth, but the truth is that if anything that you want in life, or anything that you want to better yourself, requires work. And if you have to put in the work to learn how to trade, to really manifest what it is that you want, and if you do that, I can tell you that, look, Mike and I can't promise you Lambos and money and women and all sorts. We can't do it, right? What we can promise you, and what we can guarantee each and every one of you on this stream, guarantee it, that you will have access to the best education, the best tools, the best community and family, the best support system, and by getting all that, you will have the best chance at success. If you are on here right now wanting to spend some money so that you can get some alerts and just copy someone and be in and out and try and make $1 million, sign off this live stream. This isn't for you, and nobody's got the patience to try and sell you on something different. But if you're looking to actually put the work in for yourself, man, this is the place to be. We'll show you how to fish. All BS aside, we will show you how to fish. We will show you how to stand on your own 2 feet, so that you don't have to be dependent on Mike or your boss or anyone else but you. You will be in control of your destiny by the time we are done with you.
Well, Chef Daddy says, my wife said I don't have to be a chef anymore after 60 days of disciplined trading in TTG. My 3 kids are so happy.
It's awesome.
Marcus Miller says, TTG is a life changer. I joined in March. I took the courses. I'm now 65% profitable on all my trades. That's a 65% win rate, guys. That's pretty good. Still learning and have a goal to be my own boss in a year or 2. Wingerod said, if I keep this up 5 years from now, I'm going to join the TTG Millionaires Club. Das Snail says, you got to work for people, but believe me, it's worth it.
Yeah. Hey, look, and like I said, we're not selling dreams here. There's no dreams here. There's no Lambos. Look, not to say that stuff is impossible, but that's not what we're selling. Make no mistake about it. What we're selling to you is the opportunity to stand on your own 2 feet. That is what we are selling. To learn correctly from not from somebody that watched a bunch of YouTube videos and tried to figure it out themselves. Not from somebody that was a school teacher that quit being a school teacher to learn how to trade because their student debt was piling up, but by somebody that actually worked at a hedge fund that traded millions and millions and millions of dollars during the greatest recession this country has ever seen in 2008. That is who you will be learning from. I mean, that's got to count for something, right? It's got to count for something. Not only that, but the support system we have in here. Jason the Wolf Spatafora. Now, love him or hate him, and I love him, but love him or hate him with his attitude or whatever else, ain't no denying a 90% win rate going on 2 months.
Adam,
nobody understands the pot stock market better than him.
That is
nobody.
Facts. That is facts.
Absolutely nobody.
Guys, I won't touch a cannabis stock without talking to him first. So that tells you something just right there in itself. And we also got Peter W. says 75% of my trading days in August were green. I'm up $8,000 this month. That's more than double what I make at my real job.
Well, it would appear to me that this just became your real job at that point.
That's what I'm thinking, Peter. $8,000 a month, twice what you make at your real job.
Yeah, hold on. I want to address this. So Mott Motlinet says, what about Kron, right? Yeah, you know what? Jason had a bad trade in Kron. Guess what? Not going to be the last one, right? Everyone has a bad trade. But maybe what we should also say is, what about, if you want to come in here and say, what about Kron, Gurr, whatever the hell that is, we could say, what about the fact that Jason went on there privately inside of True Trading Group in the chat room and addressed every single member privately before he shaved his head and took responsibility for the bad trade and broke down why it was a bad trade, right? It's real easy to come up here and talk about all the good shit, all the good stuff that happens and all the, positive stories and everything else. But you know what? A moderator in True Trading Group goes in and owns his stuff and has the humility and the integrity to own his stuff. Man, I don't think you're going to see other gurus do that online. Not without something for clickbait. We didn't do that on YouTube. We did that private. Okay, so we can have all little side comments we want about Kron, but that's one loss out of God knows how many wins. So you know what? Guess what, guys? Here's a spoiler alert. All right, everyone ready? Spoiler alert. You're not gonna win 100% of the time. You're not gonna win 100% of the time. And there's a lesson in every loss. And sometimes those lessons are more painful than others. But I can tell you that those lessons are a lot less painful in True Trading Group. So Amit says, no disrespect to Mike or TTG in general, but you guys are way expensive for retail traders. If Tesla and Apple can do stock splits to make them more attractive for retail investors, why can't you guys? Well, Amit, we're not Tesla and Apple. We don't do billions of dollars a year in revenue, and we're talking less than a cup of coffee a day. If that you can't afford that, if this isn't for you, then sign off.
I'm gonna add to that too, actually. So Amit and anybody else, let me break this down for you guys individually, value-wise, what you guys get when you join True Trading Group. Because I want to make sure you guys understand that when you guys join True Trading Group, it's not like maybe some other services that you guys might be used to or might be familiar with. Let me just explain to you what you get access to when you join TTG. Because one thing, our membership is right around $1,200 right now. You guys can sign up with that coupon code TTG831 for about $1,200 for the whole year. That's the whole year. That's $100 a month. It's the whole year. Let me explain to you what you're getting for that. Our Benzinga Pro news feed alone, I have something similar, my MT Pro news feed on TC2000. It costs me $600 a year for that subscription news feed. You are getting the Benzinga Pro news feed included for free in your membership. That's $600 right there. Value in your membership. Now you can go somewhere else. You guys can pay for it yourself. You can go get yourself. You guys don't believe me? Let me show you. Here's my subscription to TC2000. I have the gold plan. It's $300 for the year. Let's move down here. See where it says monthly data feeds? Monthly data feeds. You see how down here it says live briefs by MT Newswire? You see where it says $50 pro feed? That's $50 a month. That's $600 for the year. So you guys want to pay for that yourselves, you definitely can. But that's included in your membership when you join True Trading Group. That's one thing you guys get. You want to know what else you guys get? A simplified version of the 3 months of the educational program that I received working at a hedge fund. Do any one of you right now think that if you sent a job application to a hedge fund on Wall Street that managed $500 million, that you would get hired. So then how would you be able to otherwise get that education? If you can't get hired at a hedge fund tomorrow, how else do you expect to receive a professional education? Now, you can go on YouTube and you can go on Facebook and you can go on Discord chat rooms and you can go on stock trading Reddits and you can listen to a bunch of people that have never actually traded on Wall Street professionally tell you, I figured this out in my mother's basement. I did 3 years of back testing. Here's this special secret that I figured out. But if you guys want to get a professional education, the same stuff that I learned working at a hedge fund right out of college, that's where I learned how to trade. I've taken that education, I've simplified it, and I've created the TTD curriculum. The curriculum is broken down into 2 different parts. You've got beginner and advanced. We've got beginner stock trading courses. We've got advanced stock trading courses. We've got beginner options trading courses. We've got advanced option trading courses. We've got trader psychology courses. We've got how to thrive during a stock market crash. Hell, we even have a course on how to do your taxes when it comes to trading. This is what you get access to, all of it included for free in your membership. You also get access to our chat room. So every single day, you're going to be able to see my screen, hear me on the microphone, know exactly what I'm buying, what I'm selling, when I'm buying, when I'm selling, and why I'm buying and why I'm selling. You get access to all of that included for free. Well, that is what you're paying for. That's the membership. The courses are included for free. The news feed is included for free. You also get a trade simulator with real-time level 1, real-time level 2. If some of you went to Scans is a third-party service provider for level 2. You want to know how much they're going to charge you for full book level 2? Add another several $100s to your yearly fee.
No. Full book level 2 is like $900
for the year.
For the year.
So now you're at $900 for the year for your level 2, $600 a year for your pro news feed. That's $1,500 right there. You are now exceeding the price of a True Trading Group membership, guys. Not to mention to be in chat with me live trading and get all the courses. That's the same information I learned working at the hedge fund.
Yeah, hold on one second. Mike, somebody AT says you could do monthly and charge more on average than full for the year. Yeah, we could. We could charge monthly, but we have charged monthly. We've been around since the end of 2016. JD Trader, Jimmy, hold on. We're going to post the link again right now for you. But JD Trader was one of our first beta test members back in late 2016, early 2017. And I can tell you right now that we've tried all sorts of memberships, yearlies, quarterlies, weeklies, free week trials. I mean, literally every single membership that you can think of, we've done. The reason that we don't do monthlies now is very simple. We give you everything day one. Day one, we give you everything. We are committing to you 100%. Okay? Monthlies allow people to come in, see what they want to see, do what they want to do, get access to everything, and then leave. Actually, AT says it's just unrealistic for the small account people just to get started. Guys, is that true? Is AT right? Is he right that it's unrealistic for people with small accounts to sign up for TTG and be successful? Sean Miller, where are you at, bro? No, I think you're wrong, AT, and not because I'm trying to be confrontational, but because I see it day in and day out. Hung Dao, nobody cares right now, so stop.
We've got here a comment from Teeps. Teeps is a member. Teeps says, Benzinga News, real-time paper trading, webinars, one-on-ones, the courses, the chat room, the trade alerts. I feel like I ripped TTG off by signing up.
Yeah, no, but I think look, it's a good call. I mean, so here's essentially what he's saying is like, well, why doesn't, like if you have a small account, then you can't afford to pay for your education, right? It's just not for him then. Then he's not serious about doing what he wants to do. And look, and not that we are the end all be all. There's a ton of other companies out there. Ton of other companies out there that you can go to. But they're not they're not any cheaper than we are. In fact, we are less expensive and offer 10 times the value. Leonard Durand, what is this about? Global warming. You just entered the global warming live stream.
The chart on my screen breaks down the Green New Deal.
Bro. Right. Jesus. Anyways, Mike, you still got some stuff to go over with them. It's getting late. I'm sure everyone wants to go ahead and see how to do the watch list.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys. Thank you very, very much. AT, keep coming back, bro. If you really want some cheap alert services to build your small account, you may want to check out Shim Sykes or Boss Famrin. Those guys will hook you up nasty. All right. Have a good night, guys. Thanks.
All right, guys. So, guys, listen again. If you guys are ready to join True Trading Group full time, all you guys have to do is click on the link that we were posting in chat. You can use the coupon code TTG831, or you guys can, like I said, right on the screen, you'll see you can text TTG Live to 63566. Okay, 63566. All right, guys. Now, before we end the live stream for the next 15 minutes, let me talk to you guys about how I build my watch list. I went over that UBXY trade with you. I want to talk to you guys real quickly about how I build my watch list so you guys can do the same. Okay? How to build your watch list. This is my process in the morning pre-market. Okay? In the morning pre-market, this is what I do each and every single day. Every day, I come in, I wake up, I have my breakfast, I have my coffee. Sometimes I'll go to the gym if I wake up early enough. Okay. I sit down on my desk in the morning and I take a look at the first thing I do is I take a look at obviously what's the overall market doing? What are the global macroeconomic or geopolitical headlines that are moving the market pre-market? That's the first thing that I want to do. Okay. That's what I want to first look at. All right. That's going to help me get a good idea and good understanding of the breadth of the market. Okay. Is this going to be a strong overall market day? Is it going to be a weak overall market day? Okay. That's the very first thing that I'm going to do. Second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to check the top gainers list throughout the course of the trading day. Okay. Your top gainers. Now on TC2000, okay, my top gainers I have right here on the left-hand side of my screen. Okay. Right here on the left-hand side of my screen. So right here, it sorts for me every single stock in the market and what is up the most on the day, and it goes down top to bottom. Okay? This is your top gainers list. I can also do my top losers. I can sort it from the opposite way. ACST down 65% today. Nice gap down. Okay, so I can sort it either top down or top or bottom up. Okay, so that's how I sort my top gainers. TC2000 also has a scan. It's called Easy Scan. Okay, it's called Easy Scan. Now, a lot of you may not have TC2000 or Easy Scan, but they have pre-built scanners. They have pre-built scanners. There's a mosquito flying in my room. They have pre-built scanners. This is going to bother me. There's a mosquito flying in my room or in my office. All right. So You guys have here, above average volume is one scanner. Okay, above average volume. Leading gappers. Okay, these are all different pre-built scans that you guys can be able to implement in your trading. Now, these are preset scans on TC2000. If you don't have TC2000, okay, which I know many of you probably do not because it's not a cheap service. Okay, like I said, I pay $300 for the year for the gold plan. A lot of you probably just use your charting software that is included with your broker. If you guys have E-Trade or TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab, Fidelity Pro, whatever it is, Interactive Brokers, Quest Trade, Trade Zero, whatever it is you guys are using. All you have to use is a leading gap scanner, which is going to show you what stocks are gapping up the most on the day. Then I'm going to use, that's what I'm using pre-market. I'm also using unusual volume activity, so about 10 times average trading volume. Okay, so I want to know what stocks are the leading gappers on the day. And then I want to see, once I identify, okay, the stocks that are the leading gappers, which ones are actually trading heavy volume on that gap up. All right, so I start to filter them through now. So leading gappers, well, some of these leading gappers are really, really low volume, so I just cross them off the list right away. The ones that do have heavy volume, now I have a smaller list. Now I'll say, what's the catalyst for this gap up? What's the reason for the gap up with this increase in volume? And I will check to see what's the catalyst for this move. Is it a press release? Is it maybe a press release on one of their competitors? Is it a economic piece of data that just came out? Is it something maybe geopolitical? Is it something, COVID vaccine related? Is it a government contract? What is the reason for the gap up? What's the catalyst? The ones that don't have catalysts, I'll move them down to the bottom of my list. And now I'm left with a leading gapper that's trading unusual, heavier than normal trading volume, and has a strong fundamental catalyst on the day. Now I've got a pretty short list of stocks that I've condensed from a very long list. The next thing that I'll do is I'll go to the daily chart. So I'll pull up the daily chart and I'll say, okay, I'm looking at the daily chart and I'm going to look at it. I'm going to try to identify levels. Okay, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to try to identify levels on the chart. I'm going to say, okay, where are my levels? Where's my support levels? Where's my resistance levels? And right away, the first thing I'm going to do is, okay, I'm looking at the chart. I'm going to say, okay, bang, there's a support level, right there on this stock. You'll be able to see, okay, here's previous resistance. And then all of a sudden, it started to become support. All it's become support. There's your 50-day moving average. Look, your 50-day moving average has also been an area of support for this stock for the last couple of months. Okay, now here's your 50-day moving average again, acting as support. I'm going to identify my levels. Here's a little pivot high resistance, and then there's your all-time high resistance. I'm going to identify my levels. Just like that, I'm going to break down my chart pattern, okay, and my chart setup on the daily chart, just like that quickly. Okay, it takes me 10 seconds to break down an entire chart setup. You guys can ask me any ticker. I'll pull up any ticker within 10 seconds. I'll give you guys every single level that's on that chart. I've been doing this for 16 years. Eventually you guys will be able to break down chart patterns that quickly as well and identify support, resistance levels, and identify setups. So that's the next thing that I do. So now once I have the stocks that are the leading gappers that are trading higher than usual volume, that have a strong fundamental catalyst, I then look at the daily chart and say, where's my support? Where's my resistance? Where's my major moving averages? And I say, okay, which one of these stocks has the best technical chart setup to coincide with the fundamental catalyst? It also coincides with everything else that we just talked about that's causing the stock to be on my watch list in the first place. And once I go through that list, I say, okay, these are the ones that I like the best because I like the daily chart setup the best on these stocks. Maybe there's a key resistance level at $7, and now the stock is gapping above $7. I can say, okay, we're gapping above a major resistance level. I really like this setup. Look for 7 to be support. See, we can extend up towards 9. That's how I build my watch list. And I will take probably the top 3, the 3 stocks that I like the best out of all the stocks I just looked at. What are the 3 I like the best? And believe me, you'll start to shorten that list as you go through each step that I just talked to you about. That list will get smaller and smaller and smaller as you start to filter them through. Now, the top 3 stocks that I come across, those are the ones I'm going to focus on the most right off the bat. But I'll also have another basket of stocks, maybe like 5 or 6 other stocks that I also like, but I don't necessarily love as much as I do the other 3. And I break down my watch list into really 2 different baskets or 2 different tiers. My basket one or my top tier would be probably 3 stocks. Those are the ones I like the most. I focus on them off the open, and for about the first 15 minutes of the day, I'll see, is this stock doing what I thought it was going to do? Is it following the pre-market game plan that I had on this stock after looking at the daily chart setup? Is it doing what I thought it was going to do? And if one of those 3 stocks is doing what I thought it was going to do, I attack. Okay, I attack. But what a lot of traders do wrong when it comes to their watch list is that once the bell rings, they're trying to follow 10, 15 different stocks at once. You're going to get information overload. You're going to get distracted and you're going to miss windows of opportunity. You have to remain focused off the opening bell and try to really, focus in on just a couple of stocks so you can say, if the stock is doing what I thought it was going to do, that should give you confidence on your game plan. That should give you confidence to pull the trigger. You focus on that trade and that trade only. Okay, or those 2 or 3 stocks that you're looking at. Let's say 15 minutes into the bell, 20 minutes into the day, I'm like, man, neither one of these stocks is doing what I thought it was going to do. Then I'll move on. I'll take a look at my second basket or my next tier of my watch list, which could be maybe 5 or 6 different stocks. And then I'll see, what are these stocks doing? All right. And now which one of these stocks is doing what I thought it was going to do, is following that pre-market game plan. And when you see a stock that's following your pre-market game plan, that's doing what you thought it was going to do, it gives you the confidence to pull the trigger when the window of opportunity presents itself. And you can stop second guessing yourself, second guessing your analysis, because you did the analysis pre-market. And when the stock does exactly what you thought it was going to do, it's a hell of a lot easier to pull that trigger. And that's how I go about building my watch list and managing my watch list throughout the course of the trading day. I break it down into 2 different baskets. This is something that can help a lot of you as you're trying to go through. If you are a trader that feels very overwhelmed in the morning, it could be because you're trying to follow too many stocks at once. Okay? So try this, what I just explained to you. See if that works. That can help you build quality watch lists and not have a bunch of garbage on your watch list that's not in play and is going to do nothing but waste your time once the bell rings. All right. Okay, guys. So that's it, gang. All right. So, guys, listen up. Again, before we go here tonight, I want to thank all of you guys for joining me here on this live stream. I want to remind all of our non-TTG members, you guys have the opportunity to join us for a 7-day trial for only $3. $3 one-time payment. Visit ttg3.com. That's ttgthree.com. That will give you guys a 7-day trial to try out True Trading Group. See if it's right for you. It's $3. It's $3. It is less than a cup of coffee. It's $3. Okay? You guys can join TTG for a 7-day trial period. Navigate our dashboard, check out our chat room, see our trade history. You can see all the trades that all of our moderators make. You guys can see every single trade that I've made over the last 2 months. You can see every trade the Wolf has made over the last 2 months. Okay? You guys even get access to 3 courses in your 7-day trial membership. You also get access to that Benzinga Pro newsfeed included in your membership. Okay? You guys get access to all of this stuff on this for just $3. Okay? If you guys are not willing to spend $3 to see if TTG is right for you and potentially change your life for the better, help you become a consistently profitable trader, then I don't know what else to tell you. I can't help you. I can't help everybody. I spend, the amount of time that I spend even doing these live streams, it's crazy. I spend even more time with my TTG family members and mentoring and providing guidance to all of my TTG members, doing one-on-one mentorship sessions, doing private study groups, doing webinars for all of our members, doing virtual trading workshops for all of our members. Like, this is the stuff that we do at True Trading Group. And if you are not ready or you're not even able to join and try it for $3, I can't help you, because there are thousands of other traders that are jumping into the front of the line to try to see if True Trading Group is right for them and get a professional education with all of the resources and tools that are necessary to become a consistently profitable trader. Okay? So like I said, if you guys aren't willing to try it out for the 7-day trial for $3, I can't help you. Okay? I'm sorry. All right. I wish I can help everybody. Everybody that wants to help, I promise to give it to you, but I can't help everybody. All right. So that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me here tonight. I will see all of you guys in chat live tomorrow, and we're going to take a look and see what the markets are doing. We're going to see what's the VIX doing. We're up 0.1% on the S&P futures market right now. We'll see what happens here tomorrow, and we'll see if we get. We will see. Let's see. Where's the VIX? Okay, VIX is down 0.2%. So we're going to see what happens here tomorrow, guys. Like I said, I'm still long UVXY $23 strike, September 4th expiration call options from $1.27. All right. I'll update you guys on that trade as the trade unfolds. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you guys all later.